What is up, everybody? Happy New Year. I know it's the 5th, but we ain't seen y'all since last year. It seems like it's been so long. But, more things change, the more they stay the same. So we get this fucking show on the road like we always do. What is up? Numero 2.
Man,
That was
I
like a
feel like
poetic entrance.
I feel like it's been we haven't seen y'all in a year. I feel like years passed since we've seen
Like it
y'all
was like
last.
2022, I think, right?
It's good to have everybody gathered around the campfire of the pit again. Welcome to 2023. I hope everybody's year is kicking off as well as mine has been so far.
How fitting our first comment of 2023 is from our fan of the year 2022, Mandy Garcia. Congratulations again on that. The least surprised of all of them, since he was nominated by everybody. That can be the one. So how that's going to go? We're going to announce the winners, but a lot of the winners are going to actually be here in person. So we're going to, as they can flow in, we'll flow them through as our conversations are going to be. So we're going to have a little bit of a wave of a show, but that's kind of how we like it. But first, Baracho Pro made a promise about something that they were going to do tonight. So let's just make sure we don't forget, because that happens. I've been hitting the head a lot. Deathmatch goes drinks a little bit. So we forget shit sometimes. So let's get that out the way.
So, I gotta say, I did not realize how much red tape was involved in running a promotion. We have been trying our asses off to get some things going, and I'm excited to announce that today we got our contract signed at the venue. So that's completely set up. We were able to go live with our ticket sales. We went away with our ticket sales until the ink was on the pen and paper there. But with that, we are excited to announce that over the next few days, we're going to start releasing our match announcements and our match graphics for those matches that are coming up. So the first match I figured I would tell you about is our debut match. I wish Trace was here, because this one's actually, I'll let y'all know that this one was out of the brain of old Trace. But if you are going to be at Violence at Valente, February 5th at Baracho Pro's debut show, one of the matches that we are going to be having is a first time ever. It is going to be Brick Savage versus Aaron Mercer in a one-on-one wrestling match. I'll give y'all a sneak peek at the graphic before we share it online. But there it is. I know it looks like garbage because I'm showing you my phone, but it's Mercer versus Brick Savage.
There goes.
That's something that
you got clear at the last second. Yeah, it's beautiful.
We have a lot of first times on this show. There's a lot of things that people are going to be able to see they haven't seen before. One of the things that Baracho Pro is really insistent about is showcasing what we believe as people that have been working shows, people that have been going to shows, what we believe is the best wrestling that's around. And with our debut show, it's at Valente. It's at a water park. We're not in the water park. We're actually going to be on a beach on the lake by the water park, but it's definitely a show you want to come check out. Tickets are going to go on sale later on this evening. Actually, our link will go live and we'll share our match graphics. So we really hope that you guys will come out. We're also, if you've been following us on social media, those of y'all that are fans of In the Pit will also know we talk about talk and listening a lot. Since we are running our show at a water park, we're going to be having an official tailgate before the show. Y'all know me. Y'all know I like to tailgate at shows. And Talk and Listening is hosting the Baracho Pro Violence at Valente tailgate. We'll have some cornhole going. We have a volleyball beach. We'll have some wrestlers there hoping to pop in and out for interviews, drinking some beers. So we hope you come out February 5th. Tickets will go on sale tonight. Give us a follow on Baracho Pro on social media. Yep, that's my boy X, smashing cores, banging whores. I heard talk of maybe some beer specials, but if y'all are hungry, we got food. There's going to be a restaurant there. There's going to be a food truck there. There's going to be a beer. There's going to be there's a hut right by the wrestling ring that serves beer. So it's going to be a great time. We hope you come out and see us.
Very cool. So that's even bonus, because we were just going to announce a match. Now he just laid it all out there for you. That's awesome. So like I said, we did our nominations for Best of 2022. A lot of our winners we're going to announce. They're going to be here in person to accept their awards. Not all of them, but some of them have given us some time to grace us with their presence. We're excited. We have actually 3 of the winners in the lobby, our lavish waiting room right now. So we'll start with the one that was been there waiting the longest, the announcer of the year, and the nominees. Just a reminder was Hollywood, TD, Brittany, and Ted Hollowell. And no more further ado, or I don't know how to say it. I'm not good at this. Here's your winner.
Without further ado.
That's why you're an announcer, and I'm a horrible promoter and talk show host.
Like, that's right.
The right stuff.
Man, I'll tell you what. Been
Congratulations,
watching this for a long time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. First time on the pit. I'm honored, man. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and I said, just appreciate you taking the time to accept the award, our first ever, and we've kind of done it informally in the past, but then we've said, well, you know what, we're gonna do this and nominate our people and then have a separate panel, so it's not a popularity contest or our personal favorites.
Yeah,
I think these awards kind of have a little more cred. But congrats.
Thank you very much. I do greatly appreciate it. Every time I can get in the ring with a mic, I'm honored.
Cool.
And am really looking forward to the 21st and getting down to the bar.
Wrestling at a bar 3.
So
that's what we were going to ask everybody is what you got upcoming next. And I guess that you kind of answered it before I got to ask you. That's going to be
actually, I did the hybrid experience on New Year's Day.
Awesome.
Here in San Antonio at the Hybrid School of Wrestling. Yep. And Branded Outlaw Wrestling is at Woodlawn Gym on the 14th, January 14th. And then I'll be down to PPW wrestling at a bar on the 21st.
Very cool.
And
welcome
Dose,
back.
Dose, I'd like to tip my hat to you. Thank you so much for filling in there for me a couple of shows and getting your feet wet there, partner. And
absolutely.
And I know that's led to a couple of things there, and it's happy that you got that opportunity, and thank you so much. I mean, I appreciate you holding it down for me. So thank you.
Yeah, he picked the ball up and he ran with it.
I was really wondering if I was going to have a job back down there or not, but I know how much you like being in the crowd and being able to heckle people. So
very true.
Very cool, man. Well, I hate to make these short, but we have, a lot going on. I appreciate you again, though, taking your time. Everybody make it out to BOW on the 14th, make it to PPW on 21st, support Hollywood TD, the 2022 Announcer of the Year, in the pit Announcer of the Year. Congratulations again, brother.
Thank you very much. Y'all have a good one. Peace out.
Great job, Hollywood.
Thank
you. Oops. He said thank you. I'm starting off the year fucking amazing. I'm a little loopy.
That's
I had anesthesia today. I was out of it, so I'm still kind of waking up. Again, we have a couple more of our winners in our lavish waiting area. So the next one we're gonna go with is the female of the year, which was actually, of all the judges, was the only unanimous number 1 voted. And I shouldn't say that because she doesn't need probably any more ammo to do this acceptance speech that we're about to let her do. But just to remind the candidates the nominees were Maddie Rukowski, Key Vibes, and Sawyer Rec. And like I said, we just did with with a brief one, and the winner is. Oh, you're muted. You're muted. You're muted. We can't hear you.
My bad. I said duh.
Yeah.
Y'all are welcome. I graced you all this entire year with my presence. You are welcome.
That's what
the main character in everyone's life, even the judge's life.
Yes, unanimous. No one else got that, so obviously I'm doing something right.
Yeah, she was the only one that received first place votes across the board.
So
I can't say that I'm surprised. I'm not surprised by that one at all.
And for the record, I was the one that nominated you, so
Sure, you were probably the one who voted against me. You're probably maybe we shouldn't.
No, of course not. I wouldn't. Why would I do that? You treat me so well and respect me so much at all our shows.
Yeah, as much as you deserve.
You just set them up.
No one is safe around Maddie. That's one thing I've learned is you've got to keep your arm on at all times.
And with their new, it's a show. It's a very short show. This main character Maddie interviews that she's been doing is just.
I'm being so gracious as to giving side characters a spotlight. So I think that's like the nicest thing I've done all year.
Is that the name of the show, Side Character Spotlight? That would be a great name.
Yeah, it is. Okay. That's what I'm doing. I'm spotlighting the side characters.
Yeah.
That helps a lot.
Honestly, it's very entertaining. I guess they should be very appreciative, just like we are, that you've given us the time.
Exactly. I'm glad I could make y'all's lives better.
Man, the comments are
going up. Speaking of side characters, and we're talking about, obviously, it's a brand new year, and we have the big Texas Wrestling Cartel matchup this weekend, you versus Natalia Markova. Like, what's talk to me about that? Like, what's your mindset right now?
Well, I mean, it's in Texas. She's coming into my territory. As much as the people of the South want to boo me, they love me because I'm from Texas. So I can't let her come into my territory and embarrass me. So I'm going to win. It's what's going to happen. By any means necessary. That's how I've kept this one. So.
Yeah, there's no debating that. That's for sure. It's just hard to debate that. Cool. So
facts.
It is facts. Just like, you're the first ever, longest reigning,
most important.
There's one more.
Best ever, better than Chandler because he's not even a champion anymore.
It's true. Maddie is the only person who has not lost her title yet in PPW. That's very true.
That's not true. She's the only one that hasn't been pinned. Alexander Crowley would have a discussion with you.
Yeah, we're talking about the good titles. We're talking about the important ones.
I forgot about. Yes, that's right. We have all the new titles. I'm thinking about the original three.
She's the only champion that hasn't.
We're talking about the important
ones. Previous to Khan winning the title, she was the only champion that had not ever been pinned in PPW history. That you can say, or lost a match. Yeah.
That's true.
So that's what you're trying to
get
say.
The unanimous vote.
Yeah, except, and of course, the unanimous winner of the 2022 inaugural In the Pit Female Wrestler of the Year. Congratulations! So you got Texas Wrestling Cartel happening in 2 days. What else do you got coming up soon?
The week after that, I'll be in New York and New Jersey doing signings and wrestling up in New York. So
that was Kane. I forgot. I know the promoter. I forgot his name, but yeah, that's a big show too.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Gonna embarrass the child, so pretty good at that. You can ask Emmy.
Damn, why are you so mad at Emmy Camacho?
It's just 9 o'clock at night. Like, who's awake right now? You expect me to be like up and bright and chipper at 9 p.m.?
Man, Emmy has rubbed the PPW Women's Champ the wrong way. That's like my thing is this. Like, I think Emmy's pretty brave to be 18 years old stepping into the ring, but honestly, Maddie has had zero respect, and I'm here for it. It's been hilarious.
Yeah, there's too many children in here. They all grew up. Their parents told them that they could do whatever and be whatever they want. And it's disgusting because they can't. And we can't all be presidents and we can't all be PPW Women's Champion. And she learned that.
Yeah, literally.
There you go. Now you have Maddie's feelings like second, third generation wrestlers.
All serious notes, thank you so much, Champ, for taking the time.
You're welcome.
Again, that's like, I know I saw that coming. But thank you so much. We'll see you soon. I'll see you Saturday.
Yes.
Saturday, Maddie.
Be safe.
Bye.
Oops, that was a mistake. We're on a roll. Yeah, and did you see the freaking comments? I guess there was nobody arguing that Maddie was the one that was going to win. And again, like I said, the only unanimous.
Listen, Y'all have to be careful, okay? Y'all are not doing these interviews. Y'all do not have to deal with the talent. When y'all blow their egos up like that, do not be in the comment section revving on the heels and building up their egos. I'm telling y'all, man, some of y'all don't understand. Maddie is not fucking playing. Maddie is she's all business when she's talking shit, and she will say anything. We need those egos down here in the norm. So please, in the comment section, stop gassing up Maddie. I'm just kidding. Gas up Maddie all you want. Shit's later.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna stop. And speaking of ego,
is Donnie back?
Say that again.
Oh, do we have another guest?
Yeah, we do. And like I said, and speaking of egos, and this is probably like going to be my least favorite, of course, and hate to admit, the winner of this category. We had a category for best manager / valet, and it was kind of the total opposite. It literally came to the last judge submitting theirs because we had a tie for the lead until the last judge submitted their total. So the winner that won by 1 vote or by 1 point. Just to go through the nominees again, we had, who I was not the one that nominated this person, Nastico. I nominated Lilith, and then we also had Dan the Man.
Right. And there's no way.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's definitely a way, Bradley. My name is Nastico, and I am the best manager. Did you have any other choice? Come on, Dan the Man, Lilith, they don't compare to my nastiness, Bradley, and you know it.
I don't know. Dan the Man is pretty fucking sour, bro.
In one town. That's all I'm going to say about Dan the Man. Dan the Man knows what the real nasty work is.
I feel like you have shaved underneath the mask. I feel like the beard is not as prominent. Guys, we could be getting closer to figuring out who Nastico is.
Listen, let's stay on topic. I am your winner for this year's best manager, Bradley, and I know you hate it. And Josh, I know you hate it. And it makes me like this award even more, that I can win an award surrounded by people that hate me. All you guys hate me, but still I won your prestigious In the Pit Best Manager Award, Bradley. What you guys say about that, Voldemort?
Definitely not best cameraman award because you're getting like half of you on the screen right now. Just saying.
I'm gonna say 2 things. First of all, you suck. Secondly, I think you are one of the most deserving candidates that won the award in their award category that's on here. No bullshit. I think you make managing look easy. I think you bring an awareness to each and every person that is on your roster, that is any of your clients, anybody that you work with. I think your interview skills are exceptional. So that's the last nice shit I'm ever going to say about you. Knock wants to see your nipple. Take it away, my guy.
No, listen. It is what it is. You can think I'm the best. You can think I'm not the best. But that will never change the amount of work I'm going to put in. Since I debuted, I've been working as hard as I could, grinding every week, making the towns, doing what I got to do to get my people debuts here and there. And guess what? 4 years later, I'm still doing the same damn thing. There's no days off. There's no, I got to take a break. You know what I'm saying? I got to get my mind right. There's none of that. Every day is a nasty day, and I'm doing this every single day. Lilith, I'm sorry. Dan the Man, I'm not that sorry. Go do your little plays or whatever. This is a manager's world. You know what I'm saying? Bradley, you know what I'm saying? I didn't do a play. I'm sorry. Maybe that's why I didn't.
It was a great play. My wife even dropped. You should see Ashley's over here on the couch. We said that even her jaw dropped. It was a great play. What are you talking about?
I can make your girl's jaw drop too. Listen, but we're not going to talk about that. Listen, while he was doing plays, he wasn't being a manager. Guess what I was doing? Being a manager. I wasn't doing no plays.
But do you know that he was not the manager of the play? What if he was the manager of the whole play?
But that's what I'm saying. He wasn't. You just said he wasn't.
That's fair.
He was a wrestler.
I feel like Dan would have told us that. Dan's a gloating guy. I feel like he would have told us.
Nonetheless, it is what it is. I'm going to put this award above my toilet so I can piss on it every day.
Don't do that.
From Josh the Mosh.
Just tell us what your next big deal is. Tell us what your next big gimmick, big match, big appearance.
What you got coming?
When's Bo and Gear next scheduled?
Pull up a seat because I got a list. Your boy's busy this year. Your boy's got every weekend filled up to your birthday. I don't even know what that day is, but this weekend is Tomahawk Wrestling.
My birthday's in December.
What'd you say?
My birthday's in December.
It's booked all the way until then, with a couple of PPW appearances. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't even say that shit.
Yeah. Anyways, what is that behind you, Bradley? Is that a TV? What is that? A picture?
This is a reflection of what you're looking. I know what you're trying to see. This is what you were looking at, right?
No, I'm not. Nobody wants to see that. You're gonna have 12 people in attendance, and I'm gonna buy out the whole front row, so nobody's there.
Listen, man. If I have 12 people in attendance, that's 11 more than I thought would show up. So listen.
Anyways, let's get back on topic.
He's just mad that we ain't texted him yet.
Back on the topic.
He's just mad.
Is me, Bradley.
Hey, call me. Just hit me in the DMs. I will let you come down. I will let you come down. Don't be sour.
Listen,
I'm gonna draw 13 just to make you mad. Just to make you mad, I'm gonna draw 13 people.
Go ahead and say Nastico's the best manager. In the chat, go and say Nastico's the best.
Now, Freddie, I tried to book Nastico at Baracho Pro, and I got locked out of the group chat for 3 days. I'll never bring it up again.
Listen, when you book Nastico at Baracho Pro, it will be called Nasty Pro. No more Barachos because we can't be drinking on the job. All you guys are unprofessional drunks drinking on the job.
No, that's not true. One of us is always sober. We have to have a driver.
Anyways, thank you guys. I appreciate the award. Like I said, it'll make a good target for me to urinate on. Maybe I'll put Bradley's face next to it. But, I've already exceeded my time limit that I wanted to show my face here. So, yeah. Congratulations to everyone else except for Maddie. I don't think she deserved it at all. There was this lady outside the road at the bar that did way better than her, but we're not going to talk about that. I got to go. Shorties, PPW. I'll see you soon. Josh the Mosh, clean those glasses. They stink.
Why?
Y'all nominated him. Why? I nominated Dan the Man.
I didn't fucking nominate him. Are you kidding me?
I would never have even chanced that happened.
I did not nominate that guy. And he was an absentee nominee from someone that wasn't even here. I had an old mentor
that used to tell me, if you allow for catastrophe, it will take place. I would never have nominated Nastico just for the fear he would have won.
And just for the record, we did not vote. We were not the voters. Trust me. Nobody on the show was.
Remember how we
nominated, and that was it.
Yeah, we each nominated someone.
And this shows that I don't
those votes over to people, and
this is not a dictatorship. Because there's no fucking way I would allow that motherfucker to win.
And much like the legal system, we are not going to release the name of our jurors.
Nope.
For 10 years. We'll tell you in 10 years who
after
voted
the statute
against
of limitations is done.
Statute of limitations runs on 10 years.
Yep. So we got one more winner in our lavish what did I call it? Backstage.
Do what?
We got the referee of the year. Excuse me?
Huh?
What?
No, I'm ready.
Okay, so the nominees again was Alex Morozos, Hella Fine, and Donnie Davis. And like I said, so without further ado, like Hollywood taught me how to say it right, the winner is. What is up, man?
How's it going, guys?
Congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah, appreciate being thought of.
First ever referee of the year for In the Pit 2022.
Cool, man. Feels good. I didn't even know this was going on. You guys let me know. I was pleasantly surprised. So appreciate the thought.
Yeah, like I said, we didn't make it a popularity contest. We didn't do a bunch of social media posts to see how many likes or whatever. Like, we kind of hired a panel of various types of fans all over the state, and they voted based on our nominees. So I think it's kind of a legit award in my opinion, but I'm totally biased because it's my idea. But yeah, congrats.
I want to say, I want to gas you up for just a second. Like, this is one thing that I'll tell y'all, and we talked about this a lot. Like, the Baracho crew had the pleasure to work all over Texas all year long, and the reason that I nominated Donnie was because we work with a lot of referees, and I've never seen anybody protect the people inside the ring, the people outside the ring, you know, protect the show harder than Donnie. Like every time Donnie's in there, like there's just this level of trust and safety that I think that you don't get with a lot of other referees, man. And like, you know, I even pointed out the other day, like, and it's not you, like you do it so well. Like even like when we had the final at TXDM2, like Donnie's sitting there stomping out certain tube pieces and not making a big deal. It's not distracting. Like if you don't really pay close attention, you don't see it. It's not like a lot of other refs will sit there and smash them or kick them. Like Donnie's really made refereeing an art form. So that's me gassing you up. And I think honestly, hand over fist, you deserve this award this year, man. Like, well done, man. I always love watching you ref, bro.
Yep. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. I try to take that very seriously. It has always been something that I cared about. I mean, from a perspective of, you know, kind of like quasi office or just at least like ring crew and kind of being out there and interfacing with the fans and also the venue and the staff, you know what I mean? Like any little slip can cause you to lose your venue, to end the show, to, you know, for things to go real bad. I've seen where we came, you know, within inches of Showtime Summers and Bolt Brady running down a pregnant woman in the middle of a brawl through a bar area. And, you know, just kind of the places that I came up and the things that I did, it just seemed to be very important to me. So it was always something that I really took to heart and wanted to make sure, obviously taking care of the boys, making sure that everything is copacetic inside the ring and then the venue and the fans as well.
And that's something
I just want to reiterate. Sorry, Josh, to cut you off. I just want to reiterate to everybody, Donnie refs without gloves. I've seen Donnie crawl around on a mat full of glass with his bare hands, and it still boggles my mind. It blows my mind. And Donnie's response to that was like, "Oh, it just keeps me grounded. It keeps me real. You know, like it's authentic." And I'm like, "Oh man, but yeah, that's another thing for me, dude.
I saw somebody online, a referee not too long ago, maybe within the past week or two, that slapped the mat and he had gloves on and he got seriously injured. I don't think it matters if you have gloves on or not. You guys have the experience as well as I do of putting up those barbed wire, you know, situations. For me, it became more of a hindrance to have those gloves getting caught up and knotted up in the glove and, you know, in the barbed wire and trying to get that up. And especially if it's like a main event, no rope barbed wire match, you got people sitting in the crowd that are waiting for this to go on. You can't be sitting there monkeying with the gloves and fighting with the, you know, the barbed wire. It's just, you got to get in there. And I mean, you look at some of the little scars and stuff that I have on my arms, it's all above the glove anyway. It wouldn't make a damn bit of difference. Yeah, exactly. There's really no safe place when you're in that type of a scenario and that type of a match. So it just, to me, it more trouble than it was worth. And I tape up as best as I can. Kind of consulted some of the deathmatch workers that I've been in the ring with in that regard. And, you know, dude, that's the route that I take.
That's awesome. Yeah. And I was just going to throw more praise just for basically backing up everything you said. Like a lot of times, I mean, fans go to shows and they see, you know, we're going to see this guy versus this guy, and they don't, and the referees sometimes are just kind of window dressing for some people, and they don't realize like how crucial the referees are for every single match and everything that goes on. I mean, they're there to help us in the back even know like if something went wrong or like, you know, that's when we can like, it's just so crucial. Like referees are so important. And yeah, and doing all those things are the best. That's why I think you're the most deserving winner. I mean, it was, like I said, we didn't vote, but I was very happy with the result. You know, I was pretty much happy with all the results except for the manager of the year, of course, because that was the fucking worst, and I hate him. Other than that, he's okay, but yeah, I hate his guts. But yeah, appreciate you. And so, what else you got coming up? I know you're kind of infamous these days.
I've been working with Infamous Wrestling. Our next show is actually going to be on Easter Sunday in Austin. We haven't officially announced anything yet. Nice. But we're going to be back at Come and Take It, and there'll also be some match announcements coming soon.
I Come and Take It. Maybe I can finally make it to a show at Come and Take It.
Yeah, we'd appreciate it, man. We're going to have some fun.
I love
that. Yeah, dude. It was something that we kind of did once in ACW, not necessarily on purpose. But I really liked the vibe. I thought it was fun. So whenever, the conversation took place, hey, what dates do we want to run in 2023? That's one of the ones that I pitched in the hat. So.
Is that the 9th?
Cool. Yes, sir. April 9th.
That's the day after my birthday, Donnie. I will
be there. Nice, dude.
Whole show, bro. I'm not leaving early this time. I'll be there for it.
Beautiful. All right, man. That sounds good. Yeah,
we need really the karaoke night at Spotlight afterwards.
I was thinking about that. Yeah, I was thinking about that. So that's something.
It would be a lot of fun because Sunday's a little more low key in the bar, so the boys can get throwed and sing a ton of shit. Yeah, let's work it out.
Or maybe we can do the pre party. You know what I'm saying, on Saturday or something. But dude, we have a couple of months here to get it all figured out. So definitely a conversation that we can have.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's awesome. Had a blast last time. All right, man. Well, thank you for again.
Well, hey, yeah, guys. I just wanted to say thank you for this award. This is not an award. This is a Ricky Starks action figure, which these are really hard to find. I don't know if you know. And I just wanted to take this opportunity. If you see Ricky, let him know. Can you come sign my figure, please?
We will. I'll tell him.
Definitely will let him know, man.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate you.
Hey, do I got time to tell you a story real quick to all of our fans listening?
Yeah,
It's like 1 minute. So we were at Texas Deathmatch 2, and Donnie ran the way they ran it was a lumberjack staple match. So the fans were lumberjacks with staple guns, and the venue was really strict that we had that a certain select group of people had to be selected to run as lumberjacks. The venue wanted to make sure we didn't have random people with staples they couldn't trust. Donnie did his best to pick out a bunch of good lumberjacks. The only problem was all of Donnie's lumberjacks were very biased about who they wanted to win. And at one point, several of us were arguing about who to staple, who not to staple. Mark Dyer dove in front of Great Scott at one point. And my favorite part of the night was Donnie leaning out of the ring going, "Don't fucking staple each other. The venue will kill me." And I almost died. I almost died laughing because I hadn't even thought about it up until that point. But yes, if you haven't watched Texas Deathmatch Massacre 2, go to IWTV, look it up. That is a fun fucking show. You can watch it right now. That's what I said.
I would have stapled everybody.
Mercer's here. Too. Mercer's here. Mercer, we announced your match earlier, dude.
Yeah, that's Mercer right there. Yeah, Aaron Mercer.
Yeah, just in case
we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
You gonna show it again? Oh, you're gonna show the graphic again.
I will say for a hot second, it was definitely a little bit biased towards Great Scott.
That's what happened. We started the show with that announcement. The first official match in the history of Baracho Pro announced.
Yeah, the first match announced.
There's only one first. Yeah.
We're super excited, man. Like I said, we y'all know we stay true to the boys. The people that have been good to us, we want to be good to them. We want to work it out. Have some fun fucking wrestling. It's gonna be a great show, man. It's gonna be a great show. Make sure you come out.
So speaking of great shows, and since we got Mercer and we've kind of been teasing it, the show Saturday, another debuting Texas promotion that we're both pretty stoked about. Texas Wrestling Cartel's first show in Corpus Christi this Saturday, 6:30 bell, 6 o'clock doors. Aaron Mercer will be facing PCO, which I've known about the match for like months, and I just cannot fucking wait. I was talking to my wife, who again I've always mentioned my wife could care less about 90% of fucking wrestling. But the first show that we ever went to with that Brad was actually in attendance, where we actually met him, was a Ring of Honor show in San Antonio, and Emily was just there. You know, we went to Big Lou's, like she had never tried the pizza, so that's how I lured her in, drug her to the show, heard Brad yelling the whole show, and Tommy behind us yelling the rest of the show. And she was just kind of like that. And then PCO took the crazy apron bump that he always was doing back then. And she was just like, that guy's crazy. And then I reminded her, I was like, remember that guy that got your attention? He's going to be in Corpus Wrestling, Aaron Mercer, on Saturday. And she was like, really? It's like, they really like, she was just like, that's going to be insane. So yeah, PCO is nuts. Yeah, it's going to be so great. And yeah, we were gonna get to that too, but we can mention that. Yep. There's been a replacement in the main event. What's that?
Nasico's being rude. I'm not Voldemort. I'm not Voldemort. I'm still alive.
I ignore him.
PCO is crazy. PCO is insane. For those of y'all that are not familiar with PCO, like the deathmatch community acknowledges PCO. For those of y'all that are, and he doesn't do death matches. Like that dude doesn't feel pain like the rest of us. He's taking power bombs out of the ring onto the concrete outside at this age. Like he's insane. I've watched Mercer do a senton bomb from the top of the ring to the concrete floor outside as well at the VSR Arena. So I think these two can really go toe-to-toe, and I think PCO is in for some shit.
Yeah, I cannot wait for that match. I mean, I can't wait for – I mean, there's 6 matches, and they're all amazing. It's going to be pretty awesome. I think we got another winner that just joined us. Let me make sure real quick.
Someone else stepping in the pit.
Yep. But yeah, so like I said, that's the Saturday Texas Wrestling Cartel's debut.
And don't forget too, we're talking a lot about Texas Wrestling Cartel. Don't forget that they have a whole day exposition plan. Like there's meet and greets throughout the day. Off the wall memorabilia is going to be there selling stuff.
It's a card show. Like there's vendor tables.
Be there. Yeah, if you're going to that Texas Wrestling Cartel show, like you can come early and lots of shit to do.
Yeah, it starts at 10. I think it's at 10 o'clock. I'm not quite sure. Maybe noon. I lost track.
I think the initial stuff starts at noon, but if you
meet and greets are like 1:30.
Yeah, meet and greets start around 1. Hey, no, that's not true. That's not true. Stop that. You guys spell my name right if you're gonna talk about my sex game. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not putting that stuff on there.
It's a kid show till 10. You can't say that stuff till 10:01, Nasico.
Shit, I've been cussing since the show started.
Hey, who was that came in the pit that one time from Lions Pride? The big, tall guy. Big guy, bald head. He came. He's like, "Hey, don't be cussing. We told a lot of people about this show, and they're watching." And he was totally full of it. What was that guy's name? Anyway, Brent McKinley or something.
Brent McKenzie. Yeah.
Brent McKenzie.
Well, he just told you to watch your mouth.
No, he did. I didn't know he was working me. I was
as he was drinking liquor and smoking a cigar. Yeah.
Yeah, he was like, "This is a family show. We invited kids to watch this." I was like, "I never thought of that. That's terrible. I'm just dropping F-bomb."
And then I cussed more after that, but it was funny.
I'm the worst. Josh is like, "Hey, watch your mouth." And when you're out there, just try to keep it cool. I'm like, "Yeah, sure." And by the time I get around the ring, I've already said the F-bomb 4 times. And it's a low boy. It don't take that long to get around that.
The over and under was like 6, so I think that's a win.
Oh, man, I really cleaned it up second half. I appreciate the patience, Josh.
All right. Like I said, oh, dang it. We lost him. We waited too long. I guess he lost the connection.
Oh, we had the
male athlete of the year was in the waiting.
The male athlete of the year.
The male wrestler of the year.
Oh, I'm happy to announce you that I will not be in a suit and tie. I have actually had a wardrobe already. Yes. Like Crazy Freddy. I felt terrible. I felt awful. And apparently that's not even the worst thing I said that day. I don't know.
Moving on. All right. So there's a couple categories. Let's just announce the winners of the ones that I know aren't going to make it. We had the tag team champions, or tag team winners. The nominees was Dos Camachos, Texas Treats, and Fly Def. They weren't able to make it, but the winners were almost unanimous. They were, like I said, they were one vote short of unanimous. Fly Def is the 2022 tag team of the year, in the pit tag team of the year.
Nice. Wow!
So congratulations to them. They're not able to make it, but they are. Yeah, but this is also leading us to Wrestling Cartel. They will be wrestling Saturday at the Texas Wrestling Cartel debut show against Bullet Club members Chase Owens and Chris Bay.
Speaking of which, real quick, 2023 prediction: you should start trying to see Fly Def at an indie show because at the end of the year they're going to be signed. That's just my prediction.
Yeah,
I
saw him at BOW just recently.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to be a talent you're going to be able to see at a meet and greet table anymore without paying that AEW or WWE money. Very soon.
Miss you, bro. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Man, I love Remedy.
So much. We had promotion of the year, and the nominees for that were Inspire Pro, New Texas, and Mission Pro. And the winner of that was Mission Pro.
Hey.
Which another one of my nominees won. So that makes me kind of pat myself on the back that I picked the winner without voting. Again, that's something that we've sponsored Mission Pro in the past. We've had, Thunder's been on the show more than anybody actually in the history of the show because she's been on 3 times. Well, I don't know, Maddie, you might have just tied it. But we've had Thunder on 3 times. She's the one that started. She's the founder of Mission Pro Wrestling. So congrats to her and everything that she's been able to been so successful since she's launched it, put it on kind of a national level, getting the involvement of some big names and whatnot. And very proud of her. Very proud of Mission Pro and what they're doing. But Inspire Pro is amazing. New Texas is amazing. Like that doesn't make any light of the other 2.
That was tough competition.
Yeah,
that was tough competition right there.
Yeah, okay. So we're having technical difficulties with the male talent, but he's still working on it. So we're not going to give up on him. So we can cover some more of the. Like I said, I want to hit all the Texas Wrestling Cartel matches because that's such a big show that I'm so excited for it. We've mentioned a few in passing. We started with, you mentioned Maddie versus Natalie Markova, which we kind of covered that, and now you're frozen. So I'm going to keep going. Brian Idol versus JP Harlow. I think that's going to be kind of like that's like the sneaker match of the whole thing. Like you hear all the big names matches and everything, but you're going to sleep on JP Harlow and Brian Idol. Yeah, you need to be there on time is all I got to say. Don't show up late to the show because you're going to miss an awesome match because there's 6 matches and they're all freaking amazing. Like I said, and then we mentioned Fly Def versus Bullet Club. We mentioned PCO versus Aaron Mercer. The main event. Well, we'll do the main event last. The match that I'm looking forward to all of them, and especially the Mercer PCO one, just because I'm fans of both of them so much. But another match that I'm big fans of both of them is Matt Taven versus the Power Glider, Eddie Martinez. Holy fucking shit, man!
Eddie Martinez is wild.
Yeah.
He's fast.
He's PPW alum. Yeah, PPW alum, returning at PPW on the 21st as well. So if you, for some reason, can't make it Saturday, you got 2 more weeks. You can try again and come to Kingsville and see him.
I like this comment.
I'm happy to be wrong. Done that too. I'm happy to be wrong if that's the case. I have no. This card is 6 main. It's like 6 main events. You know what I mean? Like the show is a main event, and it's just going to be from bell to bell.
Shit, Eddie Martinez.
Yeah, there he is. What's up, man?
Man, we were just
his name enough. It's kind of like Beetlejuice showed up. That's awesome.
Man, we were just gashing over how awesome Eddie Martinez is.
Yeah, like I said, he
legit though. The Power Glider's got it in, and Matt Taven is an elite level. Just recently signed with AEW, worked out of ROH for a long time. This one has some serious potential. I would not blink during this match.
Yeah, it's whenever I heard about it again. Like I said, I heard about it before they were announced, of course, but it's just that's the one I just kept coming back to. I was just like. You like? I was like, bro. It's like whenever I keep seeing these things, and it's just like this show is like
I like their graphic
pay-per-view level. You know what I mean?
I like how their match graphic is just like both of them with hair and like just their match graphic is intense. Like that's going to be debuting a new color gear this Saturday. All right. That's what we like to hear, Eddie. That's what we like to hear.
Let's go. Get Eddie in on the pit.
Man, anybody can come.
We will one day. Yep, we will one day. There's so many. Once we figure out what we're doing. Yeah, so that's a match that I cannot wait to see. And then again, Eddie's getting his rematch at the lightweight PBW championship on the 21st at Wrestling at the Bar 3. He was in the inaugural triple threat to crown the champion and did not take the pin, so he felt I felt worthy that he deserved a shot. And Alexander Crowley agreed. Like, usually I have issues with my champions. If y'all been paying attention to PBW and earlier to the show, how I have issues with my champions. Do not have an issue with my champion in that case. Which the issues usually don't work out good for the champions because I get my way, but then they do any means necessary bullshit to piss me off again. But I'm learning. Yeah, so he'll get his rematch 1-on-1, not in a triple threat. So it's going to be. I agree, Freddie. I agree.
Man, we had a conversation the other day about a match, and Eddie's name was the first one that came out of my mouth. I'm not going to tell y'all, but Eddie's another talent that I will say, if y'all don't start watching that guy at independent shows, you're going to start watching him from behind a barricade. That's a guy that's not going to be in the indie scene long. Somebody's going to sign that dude up and put him on a national level, and they'd be smart too. So get out there and support your favorites this year, man. Like, this is – people are going to be plucking
from indie wrestling
rosters very soon, very soon.
Support indie wrestling. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what we say all the time, because you never know who you're going to see on TV that you could have seen at a bar or in a gym or in this venue.
Right. Oh, yeah. Eddie V. Crowley. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm talking about.
Front row seats first every time.
Row seats. People every time the rest of the bar 3.
Yeah, because I'm really original with my names. I'm very proud of that.
Hey, ICW does it too. They do the same thing. ICW Volume 29.
Fine with me. If I make it to Wrestling at the Bar 29, that means we're doing good things. So I don't give a fuck.
Man, Matt, I'm excited. I'm excited to see that. Fan of the year right there. Well deserved. We already talked about that and announced it, spoiled it. Fan of the year right there. Well deserved. I love running the Matt at shows. That's a guy that goes to shows, well experienced, very respectful, very cool. I love it.
And again, just to be clear too, he was the fan of In the Pit of the year too. That's why he was the unanimous nominee. So actually that's even better than unanimous first place. Like, we all nominated the same person as a fan of our show. He starts off every show with a comment. Like, he's here every week and supports us to no end, and is here at the end. Like, he's some of the last comments too. Like, he stays through the whole show, through all our bullshit, through all our randomness, through all our chaos. That's not controlled at all. And yeah, we're super appreciative of it. Yeah. And then finishing off the cartel card, what is going to be Matt Cardona versus, as Mercer mentioned earlier, Khan is going to be in the building, and he's going to be taking on Matt Cardona, which was I assumed the main event. Could be wrong. Doesn't matter. It's a fucking amazing match. Like I said, all the matches are main event caliber matches. And yeah, Khan, the PPW champion, going to be representing, going up against Matt Cardona. Like, holy shit. Like, you know what I mean? It's like we say all these matches that freaking Texas Wrestling Cartel, and it's just like, oh yeah, and then Matt Cardona. Like, you know what I mean? We're listening PCO, we're talking about Eddie Martinez and Matt Taven, we're talking about Fly Def and Bullet Club. It's like, and Matt Cardona. Like,
right.
You know, what has he done? Who's he ever beat? Oh, like everyone.
We talked about how much like major representation is coming into this. There's there's former WWE, there's current AEW guys, Bullet Club, NWA people, Impact talent. I mean, just it goes on and on. I'm gonna be on TWC one day. I doubt it, bro. I doubt it, Nasty Cup.
I'm not saying anything.
I feel like at some point that smell is going to be just too strong.
All right. Well, without further ado, we're gonna have technical difficulties. We won't have video, but we're gonna hopefully have audio for our male wrestler of the year. The category or the nominees were Khan, who we were just speaking of, fittingly enough. Brian Keith, BK is how we nominated him, and ASF, who we talk about almost it seems like almost every week about something new that he's doing. So without further ado, that's the last time I'm gonna say that today anyway. Probably not. The winner is, like I said, hopefully we can hear him.
Yo, can you hear me?
We can hear you good, man. Appreciate you.
What's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
Good, man. Congratulations.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man. It's an honor and a pleasure, dog.
Man,
yeah.
The honor and pleasure is ours. Happy to be able to have you on the show and talk to you. You're having a huge day today, is what I understand.
Dog, having a huge day is an understatement. It's been wild as hell, bro.
Yeah, you made it into Bola.
Yeah, heck yeah, bro. You know, Texas made it in the Bola, baby. We gonna represent.
That's what's up.
God given, I'm gonna go ahead and give him all, baby.
Yeah, and that's what.
That's awesome, BK. I feel like you got the world at your fingertips right now. Do you feel that way too?
It's getting there, bro. It's getting there. Hopefully soon I'll have it at my fingertips. You know, as long as I keep working hard and keep my eyes on the prize, we'll be good, baby.
And keep doing what you're doing, man, for sure. It was kind of like mixed emotions today because I kind of first heard the news that because we were talking about the Wrestling Cartel show that's happening Saturday, and we've been talking about, you know, your match that we had, and then I heard from the promoter that the match had changed, and I was like, man, bummer. And then I found out why, and I was like, oh, hell yeah. I was like, congratulations for that, man. It's just like, you know what I mean? It was like a roller coaster of emotion for me there real quick.
Thank you, bro. Like the promoter said, man, I'm sorry to the TWC fans. I wanted to be there so bad, and I wanted to wrestle Cardona bad, man. He saw that I had to cancel, and then he started talking shit, bro. He was like, man, BK's scared of me, so I gotta show him what the deal is, man.
You don't know how Texas roll, huh?
Right, hell yeah. But man, again, sorry to the TWC fans, man. I'll catch you guys. I just gotta go hold it down for Texas real quick, come back, and then we get back to the action. So I appreciate you guys for holding it down.
Yeah, and he definitely will get you back as soon as possible. And we can even maybe hint a little bit about another debut that you were going to have in March.
Hey.
We don't know against who because they're going to put that title on the line first on the 21st, but PPW will be welcoming the debuting Brian Keith, BK, the Bounty Hunter, on March 25th.
Yes, sir. You heard it here first. You heard it here first. In the pit.
In the pit, exclusive. That's what we've been dropping all day today. Is exclusives.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, Wrestling at the Bar 4, we will be welcoming Brian Keith to wrestling at to Kingsville, Texas, PPW. He will be in the title, the championship match against either Aaron Mercer or Khan, whoever walks out victorious at WrestleMania. Wrestling at a Bar 3. I'm hyped up for the cartel show. Made me think of WrestleMania. It's so stacked. Yeah, so he'll be vying for the PPW championship March 25th. I'm so excited for that too, man.
I'm familiar with Aaron Mercer. Me and him had some wars at the Houston Premier Arena, but I've never got to tangle with Khan. So whoever it is, man, they better fucking bring a saddle that day, huh?
That's for sure. I'm stoked either way. Like as the promoter, I'm like, that match ain't losing either way. BK Mercer, BK Khan.
Agreed.
Like, and what? So yeah, I'm so giddy about it. That's why I had to say it. I just had to let it out. I'm not good at secret.
Hey, it's all good, bro. That's why people need to tune into the show, because then you get the tidbits like that, man.
Yeah, that's what we're saying. We've been doing this for over 2 years. Been telling people, got to tune into the pit. We do it live. We don't do it recorded and then post it a week or two later. Like, you get news up to date.
Right, breaking news.
Yeah.
All right, man. Well, so like I said, other than the big news, is there any other big news you got? That was pretty damn big news today.
Man, I got also got coming up the Hog, my Hog wrestling debut for House of Glory in New York.
Really?
That's gonna be wild as hell too. We got Bola popping up. We got Tom Bomb Pro. I got the 2 out of 3 falls match with Kevin Koo.
That's gonna be fire, dude. I love Kevin Koo, man. Y'all are gonna tear that shit up.
Yeah. So this week, just this weekend alone, bro, I wrestled Black Taurus at West Coast Pro, then SB Kento at PWG, and then who knows, if I'm a good boy and I deliver, I might be there PWG night 2. So, catch your boy that night 2 as well.
Damn, BK, that's you and Black Taurus is gonna. Dude, I saw him. He came to San Antonio. I don't remember even who he wrestled. It was Stallion, wasn't it? But they threw each other all over the gym. Taurus is not.
Yep. You can expect that this time as well, bro. I know he brings it, so I'll be bringing it as well too.
You always do. Always do,
so
BK.
I got a question for you because this has been on my mind. I see you dabbling with a couple of the deathmatch companies. I mean, GCW does it all, but I see you over at New Fear City and even a little bit of No Peace last year. You ever gonna do a deathmatch, BK?
Man, I can't say I would because I don't want to disrespect the guys who are the legends and the guys who put in the work for the death matches. It's not really my lane, but if I got the right opponent and the tickets right, we just might have to make somebody pay up that night. We'll see what's up.
Hey, wow, pay that bounty.
Yeah, heck yeah. Oh, there goes Aaron Mercer talking about do it with me. Good Lord, chill, bro.
Hey, he's talking about being retirement.
I know
he'll come out of retirement. Right, BK.
He was here on the last show talking about he wasn't going to do any more, but then I guess
he's done.
The thought of BK made him change his gears.
He's going to jump at any opportunity to just kick my ass. That's why.
Hey,
sounds like a Mercer thing.
Dude. That's a smart guy right there. He knows who he wants to fight, and if he keeps wanting to fight you, that says something about you.
Nah, I appreciate it, man. Oh man, good Lord! Then we got we got everybody coming out the woodwork trying to work. You guys started some shit now. Everybody's trying to
that's what I try to
matches.
That's what I try to do.
Yeah. I'm always at shows whispering in people's. I'm always whispering in people's ears at shows. I'd be like, psst, "You could do that shit. Come on."
It's not my lane, but I do respect the guys who do it, man.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate that. That honestly, like that's a lot of what fans say. Like they have more appreciation for people just saying, "I respect it. I'm gonna stay out of it. I'm not gonna get it forever, so I'm gonna stay out of it." But if you ever get that, you know what I mean, nook if you buck. If you ever get that, scratch it.
Yeah. I was gonna say one guy I would like to work is like a deathmatch king is like actually both of them, either Nick Gage or Matt Tremont, bro, in a regular match. I don't know about a death match. I ain't got it, I ain't got it like that, but I'd like to work either one of them in a regular match. So hopefully,
we put it out into the world. You versus Tremont could be dope in non-death match, honestly, because Tremont can bang. So I would support that one. I would like to see that.
Yeah, that would not could it would. Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah,
we got Mercer saying. There we go.
BK and Takeda.
BK versus Takeda would be wild.
I want that Bloodsport Jonathan Gresham Takeda match. The one they had at Bloodsport. I'd like to work him like that.
Bro, you on a Bloodsport card would be ferocious.
Oh, it's coming, bro. It's coming, dog. This is just the beginning.
I know.
It's going.
Oh, we ain't doubting you, man.
It's coming.
Very cool, man. Well, thank you again. I mean, and you gave us even extra time too. We appreciate it so much, man. Appreciate you coming on, giving us the time. Congratulations again. First inaugural In the Pit male wrestler of the year. Could have gone to a better person. Appreciate you so much. We'll see you very soon. Congrats. And
Thank you, brother.
Keep doing what you're doing and keep being you, man. And
thank you, brother. It's a blessing. It's an honor. I appreciate you guys picking me. And above all, I do it for Texas, man. So every time you see BK out there, just remember I'm holding it down for Texas. So I appreciate you guys, man.
Hell yeah. Awesome, man.
Hey, kill it at Bola, bro. Kill it.
Thank you, brother. Yes, sir. You know it, baby.
Awesome. Be safe.
Hey, BK!
Peace. Man. Finally got him in the pit. Been trying for so long to get him in the pit and finally got him in for awesome reasons. Had a great conversation.
BK is busy. Like, That's legit. Like that guy is busy.
So like I message wrestlers all the time, interact with wrestlers all the time. And there's some that like I'll send a message and then I know like, you know, I gotta wait a week and a half to 2 to get a response. Yeah. And it's not because they're blowing me off. It's because they're that busy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's some that I know that are blowing me off and then I just move on and don't worry about it. And but like the real ones like him, like it's just he's busy.
I messaged BK myself. I messaged him myself. He was like, "Hey, I'm out of town. Let me check my calendar when I get back Monday." And Monday night, he messaged me. I was like, "Damn,
yeah,
I did not expect you to message me. I was gonna hit you up." But
that's, and I let him know.
That's what I let him. Like I like good talent, man. I like guys. Like that's one of the things I push this on fans as often as I can. People complain so much about like once wrestlers hit that AEW level, that WWE level, that you don't have that type of access to wrestlers that you do at an indie level. You know, it's harder to get merch. It's more expensive. Autographs are harder to come by, shit like that. You have to take advantage of talent when they're on the indie level because you could be sitting there talking, you know, getting cheap autographs, getting good pictures, you know, seeing that firsthand level, that firsthand engagement with Texas talent. And guys like BK, like those are guys at merch table. They're awesome. Mercer's awesome at a merch table. ASF, you know, like all those guys that you can visit. I mean, I could go on for hours, but support indie wrestling. Like you can see today's stars or tomorrow's stars now. Like there was a time when AJ was at ROH and you could have seen AJ Styles for $15, and now it's costing you an arm and a leg to get anywhere close enough to even visually see him. You know what I mean? So
Google Royal Rumble tickets right now. Fuck.
Huh?
Google Royal Rumble tickets right now. Fuck. $200.
They about to be on discount if he can't get his ankle together before it comes up.
$200 is the cheapest ones I could find.
Golly, man, I'm gonna watch the Rumble from outside.
I know. So I wanted to take the boys, and I'm like, times 3. We're not good seats.
On the Tron in the parking lot. You know, when you go to Vegas, like they have that big arena where they do like the hockey games or whatever. That's where they come for like WWE and shit. And they have a huge Titantron outside on the strip where you can watch what's going on inside.
Yep.
I bet the casinos pay for that. They're like, we don't want them in there. Just let them see it from out here. They can gamble and watch it.
For sure. Yeah. Because we're going to be in town because there's that WrestleCon that kind of got announced this week too.
At Vegas?
No.
Here.
Humble.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday, San Antonio on the 28th. Like earlier. Yeah. It's going to be there too, but it's going to be on the 28th in San Antonio. Free admission.
Yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff happening that weekend. We really wanted to run that weekend, actually. And we didn't specifically because of everything that was going on in San Antonio that weekend.
Yeah, it's going to be a free admission show. I'll be there working, actually, which is kind of crazy to me that I'm going to be freaking working WrestleCon. So if y'all go, I'll see you there. A lot of great talent. You got to, meet and greets and all that good stuff. Free admission the morning of the Rumble, which I think is one of the, we don't, like I said, we don't cover WWE a lot. We've been covering them a little more lately, but that to me, WrestleMania is WrestleMania. So get that out of the scenario. But I think the Royal Rumble is the best match. The Royal Rumble matches, now we got to say, because there's two. They're the best matches there is. Yeah.
I usually, on average, every year, watch about 5. I only watch one WWE match regularly, and it's the Rumble. The only way I'll watch 4 more is if people tell me, like, hey, this was killer, watch it. Like Walter versus this guy, okay, I'll go watch that. But typically, I only watch the Rumble. Hey, Crowley. Man, I like the Rumble too. I will be honest with you. This is my take on the Rumble is this. I think WWE has done really well with the women's Rumble the last few years to bring back, old people, old talent, people we haven't seen in a while. I feel like the men's entrance, like, y'all gotta make a splash this year. I feel like the men's surprise entrance and stuff for the last few years has been kind of like.
It's like the world we live in now is so hard to have any kind of surprises.
But I just want Pete Rose. Like, Pete Rose would be the easiest fucking surprise. Can you imagine? Pete Rose could be walking around the fucking arena and 60% of them wouldn't even know it. You know what I mean? Like, we could hide Pete Rose.
He's like 97.
You could do Pete Rose and Kane back to back. Easy.
Isn't he like 97 or something? I don't know.
Yes, but he is still alive. And he did just place a bet on baseball the other day.
He did bet baseball. Yeah. That was one of the things I wish I kept. I had a lot of collectibles in my day, but the first time he ever signed, his first signing of I Bet on Baseball autographs, because he signs all the time because he's a freaking low life and tries to get every money he can and lives in Vegas. But when he officially announced that, I got one of the first batch like he ever did. And I held on to it for quite a while, but then I sold it for like way more than I paid for it. So but that was kind of a cool thing.
Man, I love the Rumble. Just those old school days when to me, in my opinion, one of the greatest Rumble entrances of all time is Mick Foley, the year that he was all three people. What was it? The 98
the third time. Yeah.
Rumble. It was Dude Love, Cactus Jack, and Mankind. It was brilliant. People still talk about that shit.
Yeah, there's been so many great. I've been to, I think, 3 or 4 Rumbles in person. And
that's my goal. That's my last WWE bucket list. Like once I do that, I'll scratch it off, and that's to go to a Rumble. And it's not even like high on my bucket list. Like I'm not even going this year. And I told you.
I know, and it's like it's about as close as it could ever be to your.
Yeah, I have so much other shit going on with the ring announcer stuff and Baracho Pro and everything. Like I watch it on television. It's nothing personal. I like the Rumble.
It's like I said, I think it's the best match.
I'm busy this year.
Right from now on, it's the best match, I think, hands down.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so I guess we covered all the stuff. I mean, pushing Texas Wrestling Cartel debut, and we talked Baracho Pro debut, but that's in February, so we got still more time to talk about that. Got Texas Wrestling Cartel this Saturday. PBW is coming up in a little over 2 weeks after. Well, 2 weeks literally after that. So 2 weeks and 2 days from now. Wrestling at Bar 3. Aaron versus
Simply Lost.
Simply Lost is in February as well. Yep. Looks like we got the Rumble 28th, WrestleCon 28th. Yep. And then back-to-back shows. We got Simply Lost. And then, is that I say right? And then Baracho Pro Sunday. Yeah. 4th and 5th February.
That's another one. If y'all are free the weekend of the 5th, the 4th and the 5th, there's 2 great shows in the San Antonio, Austin area. There's us and Simply Lost. And me personally, like Simply Lost always does a good job booking their shows. They're always great shows. But I personally think that this is one of their strongest cards that they've booked so far. And I'm really looking forward to it. You're talking about guys like Dos Camachos are on the card. We're
defending the PBW tag titles. Yeah.
Defending PBW tag titles. Benny Dreams is on the card. Corvus and Ash versus Bryson and Veronica. Yeah, it's gonna be dope. Yeah, Freddie, you know you're gonna be at one of them, Freddie. You know you're gonna be at one of them, Freddie. I know you're gonna be at one of those shows, Freddie.
You should be at both. I will be at both. Cool.
Man, I'll just say it. We booked Freddie to film Baracho Pro. We booked Freddie. I know we know greatness when we see it. So we just said, let's talk about it. Let's get Freddie at Baracho Pro.
Yeah, I had him.
Just like we're gonna have Roland taking pictures. We're gonna have Freddie film and stuff, man. We don't have a problem with it. We're trying to be serious.
Roland's gonna be taking pictures.
Yep, Roland is going to be the official photographer, and Freddie's going to be filming our Baracho Pro Violence at Valente. We probably have Freddie as often as he wants to come, but we know we're far away out here.
So, but Roland's a photographer. I didn't see those are nominations of Photographer of the Year. I didn't see him, but because those are lame fucking awards. Anyway, yeah, Roland's a fucking man.
Man. Hey, man, I don't know when you want me to talk shit or when you don't want me to talk shit.
I talk shit.
We can go a whole thing on that one. We can go a whole thing on that one. Look, I agree.
We don't have time.
I wish Roland should still be in that shit, and Roland should be taking it by a landslide. I have never seen anybody do so much for promotions, taking pictures and going the longest mile to get the best photos. Not only that, just so y'all know, Roland sets up early at every fucking show that he goes to, and he tells talent he will shoot promo pics for them. I've seen talent show up to shows they are not booked on just to get Roland and take pictures. There is literally no one in this game that's doing more for promotions and more for talent as far as photography goes than Roland. And I'll put my foot down fucking hard on that one. I'm not going to get into the mix. I'm not going to get into the craziness of like, should it be this or should it be that? But honest to fucking God, nobody in the state is working harder than Roland. And that motherfucker still finds ways to up the game. I can't tell you how many times I've seen him stop fans and be like, let me get your picture just because you're here and it's a special night. This is what it is. And it is. And I get that part. And that's why we did it the way that we did it. And I really respected Josh coming to us with that and saying, this is how I want to do it. I want to do something with the judges panel. So it's not popularity.
Yeah, it's not
so
popularity.
I really appreciate the opportunity to put that out. But that's my one thing. Like when it comes to those, like, you know, popularity things or voting or whatever, like I get it. Vote for your friends, vote for who you love, but be real too. There's not a single photographer in this fucking state that works harder than Roland right now, and that I put my name on that shit. And it's no disrespect to anybody else that's working, but
or nominated.
I put my name on that. Like
or nominated, like the ones that the nominees.
Here's my last thing I'll tell you: Roland Duran is never in your fucking way when you buy a front row ticket. Roland is never standing in front of you when the action happens. Roland leans down, he gets his shot, and makes sure you have a visual. And more photographers need to remember that. We get that you're there to film, but we're also there to watch. And we bought the ticket to get in, and Roland remembers that. So that's my piece. I'll die on that hill.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, Roland's the man. I was setting it up like if he, you know, I was gonna talk shit, but about him, but it was talking shit about the whole bullshit. Yeah, Roland's
yeah, and I don't, like I said, I don't want to bring X, Y, or Z into it. My thing is like I'm passionate about this one because I've seen Roland work fucking hard for talent.
We all do.
Like I said, I think the most remarkable thing I ever saw was talent pull up to a show they weren't booked on, and Roland took pictures, and it was there. Now is that like that has to go a long way in voting, a long way. So
yeah,
that's just my piece, man.
I mean, how great he is. We were at, I think it's the VSR Arena, and he was out there trying to do promo pics and he had the full setup outside in the wind, and he's over there taking killer shots. I was out there trying to hold the shit before it was like flying away. But yeah, to just, instead of, you know, a lot of people would have just showed up and like, man, it's windy outside. Sorry, bro. Like, he's like, no, we'll fucking make it. We'll figure it out. Like, we'll figure it out. We'll get the shot. And
he'll figure it out. 100%.
And he did. He's a fucking man.
And not only that, the world's about to watch a bunch of Baracho pro wrestling matches, and I put my name on this. There's a small set of people that Baracho crew would not exist without them, and Roland is one of them. Roland and Josh are two people that, like, speaking of the VSR Arena, that was a big night for us. That was a turning page night for the Baracho crew, and Roland was a big part of that. And just like the things that he said to me, like, really harmonized with how he treats everybody else. Like, Roland is a real motherfucker. Like, that's a good fucking dude. And it's just, it's a shame that everybody can't be in it. But at this point, my take on it is we have a lot of categories full of workers, and that's really good. And those workers can work their way to the top or whatever.
Sure.
A lot of Roland's work didn't get evaluated in that voting. And a lot of things that he does go unnoticed with fans. So just take a hard look. Next time you see Roland shooting, take a hard look at that motherfucker and watch him work. Yep. You can watch him at Baracho Pro. He'll be there. Roland was one of the first people we booked. So
I'm
done being a lush. I'm too many beers in. I'm at the I love you phase of drunk.
Yeah, I was not surprised that he was going to be there for y'all. I mean, he's amazing. Like I said, that night you're talking about VSR, yeah, he was. Yeah, I saw. That's the night that I got to see personally the real, because I know how talented he was and I've seen his work, but that time I actually got to. Like, I got to spend a little extra time and have some more conversations with him. And I was just like, man, this motherfucker's a real one. Like, this motherfucker's a real one. There's so few in this business. Yeah. And he's one of them.
Yeah, you don't get people. That's the one thing that everybody has told me as I've kind of made this journey into this, is everybody's like, careful who you trust, keep your friends close, all that good shit. And like, Roland's a real guy, man. Like, he's a genuine motherfucker in the industry. So like, yeah, I agree 100%. Mel's good too. Mel's great too.
That's what I'm saying. Then we can get to mine now.
It's not just about one thing or the other. It's just that Mel specifically has told us today, like, guys, I'm doing other things right now, producing. It makes sense, blah blah. So we won't stoke the fires of Mel because she's busy producing.
Well, Mel stepped back from photography. Yeah, she stepped back from wrestling photography. She only shoots for one show. Happens to be my show. Just saying. And she's amazing as well. But like she said, she even told us, like, she's like, I'm not a full-time wrestling photographer anymore. So yeah, Mel doesn't need me to say that how much I think of Mel. She knows.
Oh yeah.
I tell her all the time. I tell her all the time. But yeah, and also she's not nominated for anything on that other bullshit. That's so stupid. Anyway, all right. Another show in the books. First one of 2023. Recap. Thank you for the winners that joined us, and appreciate the ones that weren't able. I mean, still positive vibes to the ones that weren't able to make it. Fly Def, Mission Pro, Representative. They're pretty busy. Who else didn't make it? I think everybody else made it, right?
Everybody else made it.
Yeah. So thanks to Donnie, thanks to Hollywood, thanks to Maddie, even though she hates me. Thanks to Donnie, who I wish would referee outside of Austin, but he told me he's not doing that anymore, or he'd be refereeing at PBW.
Hey, I was going to say, if you want to catch in the pits, referee of the year, buy your ticket to Baracho Pro, because Donnie will be refereeing for us at Baracho Pro.
Yeah. Mixed emotions about that. And then our male shout out to Brian Keith, male wrestler of the year, taking the time, spending the extra time with us, even with technical difficulties. A lot of times we've had people try to come join us, and then if they have one little thing or a bad signal, they just don't even come. He fought for like 20, 30 minutes, and then just said, hey, bro, my audio works. Let's roll with that. I'm like, let's roll with that. So thank you so much for that. He's a very busy man, just like most of us are, but he's on another level. So yeah, appreciate all of them. Appreciate all of y'all as always. Let's make 2023 better than 2022. That's always the goal. Just make it a little bit better. And appreciate y'all. We'll see y'all soon. See y'all Saturday at Texas Wrestling Cartel. See you next week. And see ya.